Hello, it is Dr. Foster. This is Paranormal Reality TV, April 19th. Good afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern on this beautiful Tuesday. It turned out it's like humid and hot and beautiful. And today I am going to be doing for the next hour medically intuitive readings where I'm going to help as much as I can, as many people as I can with anything medically that may have going on, or maybe they don't even know what's really happening and they want to take some kind of advice, or not even advice, some insight to their physician. And you know what? If it can help, let's see what it'll do. I am not talking to grandpa and grandma today. I am not doing beaches for the most part. I may have to once in a while, but I will be doing medical questions, medical, that sort of thing. And then what I need you all to do in chat room, which I promised I would do yesterday, is the word of the day. Hashtag lowercase, all lowercase. So hashtag manifest. Because today I am going to give away this book in this reading, in this today. Boop. So at the end of the show, I'm going to do a live random drawing of everybody who has entered hashtag manifest in the chat room. It doesn't matter if you're in Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, but it does help to be seen in Twitch. I'm just going to put that out there. So hashtag manifest. This went out to TikTok as well. So hopefully everybody will be able to get in on it. I know that this show I used to do elsewhere was extremely popular because so many people have ongoing health issues. And with today being the new moon, there might even be a little bit of heightened awareness, heightened anxiety, a little more acute sensory overload today. And that's okay. It just kind of builds the few days before a full moon and a new moon, and people freak out because they think they're dying, and they're not. Their senses are just becoming heightened during those days as all of us lunatics start reacting to the sensitivity of the changes in the moon and the different pull and push and all that wonderful stuff, kind of like the tide. All right. So yes. So I don't have to see it as long as you type in hashtag manifest. And I'm going to make sure everybody knows that. If you're not following yet, make sure you're following. I know how many we had before this, and I'm hoping that we get a few more in the next couple of days, because of course you guys all make this very possible for us to be able to do this work. And I do these things for free. And I could be doing like paid readings right now to pay my bills. So all the help we can get, All right. And believe me, I don't mind doing it. I love doing this because it reaches a lot of people who can't afford a reading, let's say. And so, yeah, you got to put hashtag manifest. It has to be a hashtag or the system will not pick it up. It's going to look like this. Boop. Hashtag manifest. It has to look like that, or the system will not pick that up. Okay. And then I'll figure out who you are and we'll get your address and I'll sign it and send it to you. All right. So again, today is a medical intuitive gallery, and I'm going to go for about an hour and we'll see what happens, right? We'll just see what happens. I am focused. Everything I'm doing is focusing pinpoint on people's health. So I'm not looking at relationships unless that is affecting a person's mental health or physical well-being. I'm not looking at anything unless it is health related. So if it is mental health, physical health, those things will come through, and those are not limited or restricted, but it is all about your health, which is the most important thing. Okay. So as I get started, realize that your spiritual health affects your mental health, which then trickles down and affects your physical health. So if you are physically ailing from something, if you're anxious, stressed out, worried, angry, pissed off, sad, depressed, painfully and hurting, you have to ask yourself, what am I going on? What's going on with me mentally? If nothing, okay, what's going on with me spiritually? And you're able to then kind of remove any other causes of things that then may be physically attributed or chemically attributed. And you always want to associate or not even associate, but you want to consider all the possibilities. If you want to heal from something, you must work on all 3 levels of healing and whole body matter. You cannot just treat something physically and expect it to go away, because it won't. Do you ever see that, like, everybody's seen it, the weight loss show, Extreme Makeover or whatever, and they all went and lost like 100 pounds, but that wasn't they focused on that, but they would hit a wall, and then that's when they would kick into their mental health. Like, what happened? Why did you start eating like this? So you have to then treat the mental aspect of it. And then a lot of times you have to get right with something. Maybe it's with yourself, maybe it's with spirit, whatever it is. There's a whole body aspect of healing. So never limit yourself to just one doctor. Dawn Shepherd, how are you today? Hello, la la. Pat, hello, how are you? Nancy, Bun Lover, Nikki Ray, hello. Pat McCollum, how are you? Nikki Ray, Dawn Shepherd, Kelsey, hello. Good. Okay, perfect. Just old. You know what, though? No, because I watched a race the other day, the finish line race, where this 100-year-old woman, she did some race and she did it. So it's all up here. It really does come down to how we consider ourselves. Remember, you know what? I wonder if I can put a little blurb across there, just to make sure everybody realizes #manifest. Okay? In the comments section, or it will not draw your name. Okay, so let's take a look at some healthy things happening here. All right. If you want a health reading, or if you're looking for something, just go me. Me. I want a health reading, and I will focus on your health. Okay. So Dawn Shepherd, you are saying you need some help. Okay. Let's see what you've got going on, shall we? All right. I'm also going to be starring things, and if I star your name, that's why. Okay. I have a plate of fruit here because I forgot to eat lunch. It's been a busy day. All right. Done. So it's blueberries. Now my fingers. I'm like, what's her name on Oompa Loompa? All right. I just have to talk, bring everybody's energies in. All right. So Dawn Shepherd. All right. All right. I just have to get my kinks out so I know it's not you. It's not me that I'm sensing. So Dawn, you're the first one here. All right. So head, throat. So first and foremost, what I'm going to be doing is picking up on things that maybe you don't know about, or maybe you are concerned about and feel, but you're not sure what it is. A lot of times what I will realize is that if you are already aware of something, I may not pick up on it. If you have a scar here, I may see the scar, I may not. It just depends on what they want you to know. So the first thing, Dawn, that I pick up, and it starts right at the bottom, the base of my neck, the bottom of my neck, and it goes down to like the bottom of my shoulder blades. And it just feels like if I almost feel like if I pulled something, I'm not sure if that would have been like a whiplash or something to that effect, but it's not affecting so much up here on me as it affects between my shoulder blades. And I'm looking at that. I definitely see some inflammation. And it also, it's like between my shoulder blades down through my ribs. I'm looking at the nerves. It almost looks like some of them are inflamed, or yeah, that's a better word for it, inflamed. And it wraps around, like I'm having tightness all the way around my rib cage. Looking at this, seeing it moving down any further, this feels more, this is like nerve related somehow. And almost as if the nerve sheath has degraded somehow or something. And that would then cause some form of neuropathy somewhere, or pain within the back, that would be chronic or would wrap around and be chronic. It feels like electrical impulses in me. I think I'm reading for Dawn. I'm focused on Dawn, so I'm thinking I'm reading for Dawn. But I'm looking at the blood flow as well. And I don't see, what are those? This is almost like, I know this sounds really weird. I am not, now I know illness is illness. I understand COVID is dangerous. So is the flu. But there was something else with COVID, something else. It's almost like, here, would you like to try this? And then it's laced with something. That's what COVID was. It was laced with something. The only way I can put it, it was laced with something. And that something adversely affected other people long haul. So what it looks like is almost there has been some kind of damage done. I'm wondering if it affects your breathing, your back, your nerves. And let me go to the I want to go into the comments here. Okay, so I got Dawn here. And when I see your blood, it almost looks like pollen running around in there. And that's why I was like, oh, you may have some form of long-term I'm vibing, so I can't come up with my vocabulary shot. Some long-term effects from having COVID or another illness that weakened your immune system. And I'm looking at this also going, okay, have you healed from cancer at some point? What's happened? Why is your immune system weakened? That also means that you may be dealing with some form of autoimmune issue. And I don't know the name because there's so many different names, but I'm wondering if it would then affect the nervous system, particularly within the spinal cord. So it's almost like a chronic fatigue, but it would have been exacerbated by having COVID. I know that's weird because, yeah. But it starts at my shoulders and goes down. All right. So the chat members, please, I'm sorry, I'm in a completely different realm right now. If you would like to get in on the drawing for my book, Manifesting 411, please put hashtag all lowercase manifest into the chat room. It will only accept a one-time doodad. So if you put it in 100 times, it doesn't matter. It has a special delimiter on it that only allows a one-time shot. No matter it pulls it all into the same place through this chat. So if you put it on all 3 pages, it only pulls through once. So everybody has the same amount of a chance. Okay, so Dawn says that's for someone else. Okay, so Dawn, I'm going to leave you here. Pat, is that possible that I'm reading for you? Because you said up here, you have a lot going on with your right shoulder. And I read your name, I think, right before I read her. So I'm wondering if you jumped in front of her. Pat, does that make sense with you? With that, the whole, I can't even come up with words today, that inflamed feeling or the inflammation aspect, difficulty breathing around the front of the chest. I know it's somebody here, because it's so clear. And so Pat, is this you that I'm talking to? Pat McCallum? I know I have to wait too for chat because I think there's a little bit of a delay when I speak as it comes across your screen. All right. Perfect. Hello, Jewel. How are you? Hello, Larry. Hello, Tina. Tally. Hello. All right. I'm just waiting for. Okay. I don't know where Pat went. There you go. No difficulty breathing. Okay. That took a long time to reach you. Is it it's like a tightness. It's not like I can take a deep breath, but it's tight. It feels like I was rubber band down. It is that short amount of space in my spinal cord. Oh, and I just got super hot too. Okay, I'm going to move on because I don't know why it's taking so long for the chat to get through. So where are you at? You're on Facebook, Pat. Maybe come to Twitch. If you're on Facebook, come on over to Twitch, because it seems like it is taking a long time. Let me do this. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Let's see how long it takes to do that. Not very long from there to Twitch. So it's Facebook. Okay. All right. So today is medical intuitive readings. It is not future. It is not talking to grandma and grandpa. It is none of that. It is all medically intuitive readings. And it does have a huge lag. Okay. Thanks, Callie. I appreciate it. Go to YouTube, go to Twitch, but Facebook is, I'm going to hold off because Facebook seems to have a long delay. It took a while for everybody on Facebook to respond. Okay. But you're all welcome to get in the drawing, #manifest, and you could win a drawing. So let's see here. Let's go on down. Perfect. I see this. Okay. Let's see. Lots going on. Heather, hello. How are you, darling? Heather, I know I'm just a real quick, because I want you to know I see you. I mean, I see everybody, but I don't pick up anything medically wrong with you. I even, last month, 2 months, was it 2 months ago? Where are we, April? Jeez, it was 2 months ago when sitting across the table from you. I did not pick up anything medically wrong. I didn't pick up anything crazy, mental, none of that. If I had sitting across, I would have said, girl, I would have addressed it right then and there, but I don't pick up anything medically going on. But you're welcome to hang out and have super fun with us. I just don't see it. I think if there's anything going on, you would know what it was. If you sprained your ankle, you would know your ankle is hurting you. It's that kind of a thing. So nothing that is, hey, get to a doctor. Which is really the point of today, for me to be able to focus on people, because I once was doing a reading for someone and I was like, you know what? Your boobs are killing me, because I put myself in people's position, and her chest, not her chest, her breast was hurting. And I told her, go in, they just made me feel that. They did. So she went in and had it checked. And at that time, breast implants were silicone, and one of them had burst and she didn't know it, and it was leaking into her system. So she was able to get them removed because of that. Otherwise she wouldn't have gone in. And so that's when this whole thing started. When that happened was, that's when I realized, oh my gosh, they're telling me things about people's health too. So that's where that was a long time ago, like 2000, when that started, or I was aware of it. Miles Gary or Jerry? I'm sorry, Miles Jerry. Is that a hard G? You're from Dagonwy, North Wales, UK. Nice. First time here? Perfect. Excellent. Love that. All right, Miles, let's see what you've got going on. All right, we have to cross the pond for this one. All right, hold on a second. Let me figure it out. All right. So, not my back. Not my head. This feels... Now I just have to isolate where I'm feeling this. This is more right around umbilical area. But I feel the reason I had to stretch, I almost turned around. I felt it in my lower back. So that's why I had to ask if it was meant to radiate forward or if it was radiating backward. And Miles, I'm just going to pick your energy up a moment. So it looks almost as if you may have a food allergy, or you may be eating something that you're highly intolerant, that your body can't tolerate. Whatever. Yeah. just forget it. I'm not even going to try the vocabulary. Because as I was talking to yourself, you were like, your higher self kind of grabbed your stomach, you reached around to your back, and then you're like, and then every now and then I get a headache. And it's almost as if you're eating something that is causing your body the stress of breaking it down, and it's having a problem breaking it down. It might even make you tired after you just eat. So if you're getting tired right after you eat, it might even be like a very high dose of vitamins as well. If you don't need the vitamin, it'll exhaust you for your body to break it down and get it out of your system. But it feels right about the umbilical area, wraps around to my lower back, kidney, lower back area, and then it gives me this headache. But it feels like something you're ingesting. It feels like something that you are taking in. Okay. Yeah. Feels like something ingested. I'm running everything through. I'm like throwing things at you too. I'm throwing everything like alcohol. I'm throwing acidic foods at you. It feels like that might be part of the problem too. Because if I throw milk at you, your stomach goes crazy. So you may be a lactose intolerant or have troubles with milk proteins or dairy proteins. That might be part of it. So try that. See if that helps. Heather, oh, you are breastfeeding. That's right. And losing weight. Oh, that's so funny. No, I don't. But I don't want to feel that. You know what? I don't want to feel that pain because I know the pain. So I know how that feels. I don't want that. But as far as like losing weight, Heather, let's just take a peek at that. Remember, #manifest to get into the drawing for the book at the end of this. So Heather, yeah. See, you're not a person who's going to lose weight eating like a bunny rabbit. It's not going to happen. You are going to do really well with high fat, high protein, and then a good balance of carbs in there pre-workout, after workout. So I would suggest that you really focus on your macro balance. Focus on, don't eliminate anything, don't go low fat. In actuality, low fat has been actually researched and studied and proven to cause dementia. So there was this massive incline in dementia patients starting in the 1980s after they said, oh, low fat's the way to go. Low fat diet, get rid of the fat. So everybody started eating all this diet crap. And what does our brains feed off of? Cholesterol and fat. So these people now that are in their 80s, they were in 60s, whatever, trying to get heart healthy in the 80s, caused us this huge uptick in dementia because you need good fat, you need good cholesterol. And it's not like you're going to go out and eat a bunch of French fries. You eat your avocados, your olive oil, butter, regular butter, not margarine. That should kill you. No margarine. So Heather, good fats, good carbs, and I'm sorry, a good amount of protein and a medium amount of carbs with activity. Add some activity in there. Walking will do it. Get a treadmill and get on, a half an hour a day and speed 3. It'll probably help you immensely. You have a mesomorph body, so you do lose weight quickly. All right. So let's go back up here. Interesting. So you guys are all saying mobile does delay. Okay. And Michael, hello, how are you? You have medical issues. Oh, what will I have after my heart surgery in May? Well, let's take a peek, Michael. Let's see what you've got going on with your heart right now. Okay. So interestingly enough, it looks like this is on, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes I mirror things, but if I'm in first person, it kind of helps. So it feels like this is the right side of the heart, right above the valve. And it's like right atrium, right ventricle. And it feels almost as if it has enlarged a little bit. And it's that enlargement is not allowing for a pure pump, of a full pump. It would be like taking an inhale and holding it like that all the time. And then you'd hyperventilate doing that. So, because I've done it, trying not to, where was I? I was trying not to smell something one time. What was I? It was a chemical or something. And I was like, I don't want to breathe it in. And I almost passed out. I don't remember where I was, but so right ventricle, atrium, where they meet at the ventricle, where they meet. I can't speak today. Blah, 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 blah. Right atrium, the valve, thank you, and the ventricle. It feels like it's enlarged a little bit on the right side, which is not allowing the heart to pump properly. So I'm not sure if they're going to go in there and adjust or fix the valve, or if they're going to do something that relieves pressure. I don't know how they do that. I'm no heart surgeon, but it just feels like it's enlarged somehow on the right side. And that would also, I would assume, create some palpitations the way that it's pumping. Sometimes it gets a full pump, sometimes it doesn't. So the left is like, there's not enough there. So it would create that double pump or that palpitation. It's almost like an AFib kind of a thing. You have a hole in your heart since birth. Interesting. Okay. I don't see that being the main problem. It's probably helped to cause this problem, that your heart has overcompensated with the hole in order, and if it's on the right-hand side, that would make sense, that it's trying very hard to get that through to the left side. But I think you're, all in all, to answer your question, you are diagnosed with AFib. Okay. That's probably what is happening. And I think you're going to be okay. I really think they're going to be able to go in and with their technology, they'll figure out, how do we even out the pump? How do we even out the pressure? And I think that you're going to feel a lot better, and you're going to have more energy up and down stairs and for walking and so forth. You're just going to be less worried, because worry alone in the back of your mind creates palpitations and stress, and you don't need it. So good luck, Michael. You'll have to get on it after surgery and let us all know what's happening. Alina, that Russian girl, you are in the right place if you are looking for me and all of these beautiful people in chat. If you get in and anyone type hashtag manifest, and at the end of the show, I'm going to do a random drawing with this. Boop. And y'all are going to see who the winner is. All right. You're going to get that book, Manifesting 411. It's pretty awesome. All right, Tina, anything about you? Tina Wilkerson, girl, let's take a peek. It's so funny looking at bodies and putting you in my place. See, normally when I'm reading, I pace. I just pace, and my dogs follow me, and I'm able to follow your energy a little bit better around. So Tina, this almost feels like sciatica or something. It feels as if it's worsened by being on my feet. It almost feels also like my feet, ankle, legs would swell a little bit. And I think, and it also looks worsened by higher temperatures. And you have higher temperatures. You're on your feet all day. So this would probably make the situation worse. But it almost feels like you're right on the verge of a pinched nerve in your sacrum, in your hip, all the time. It just feels, if you bend over and twist the wrong way, you're in trouble. And it's like sacrum. It's at the sacrum level. Worry can make you a mess. Yes. Worry can make you a mess. So Tina, you know what? Standing in your first position, the first thing I want to do is kind of bend over, feet flat, and just slowly bend and stretch that lower back. I just want to open everything up. It's almost as if that lower, you must have like your lower lumbar vertebra somehow are either rubbing together or are pinched tighter. They've lost maybe some cushion in there, and it's just a higher prone to pinching. And it feels like it's right down the sacrum into the butt, the right butt, the right bun. That's what it feels like. So yeah, that's what that feels like. Jewel 1110. Anything about your knee or okay. Let me feel your knee. Let's see what you've got going on. Jewel. Oh, my knee just cracked. See, that's why I have to stretch and make sure I'm not okay. Anything with the knee? Let me move here. Let me find the energy the right way. Jewel's knee. Jewel 1110. Let me put you on your beach real quick, Jewel. So it looks like you're favoring the left knee. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm looking at you. I'm not standing in your place. But it looks like the left knee is the one that you're not bending all the way. Excuse me. And I think that you must have something genetically going on. It's not just you within the family. It looks like joint issues in the family, possible higher chances of arthritis as well. It looks like just the joints are kind of messed up in the family, because as you're standing there, you're standing, but then your knee is kind of like cocked out to the side the way you're holding it. So they're trying to get the point across to me that your knee must, or your kneecap, something must dislocate or move around too much in there. And they're going to have to go in and tighten that up, or bring the ligaments in. They have to do something to tighten that up so that it stops moving so much. It gives me the cringies, heebie-jeebies. So let me see. It's your right side. Interesting. Okay, so let me flip my side here. Yeah, it's the same thing. You're standing there with your leg kind of like cocked out to the side, favoring it, but it does switch my position. So let me just look. And yeah, this looks like this is something that it just feels like crepitus. It feels like rubbing. Makes me wonder if something has slipped or moved sideways and it needs to be tightened back into place, ligaments or something. Yeah. Okay. You have scar tissue in your lower back, Tina. That could be it too, making it worst. Please forgive me. My brain is definitely not where it needs to be today. All right. So Lala, you're getting lightheaded. It's in your neck, Lala. It is all in your neck. I think that you're probably not the only one. It's fixable. It's absolutely correctable and fixable. And you are among millions of people that are dealing with exactly this, because you are always like this. Your neck, your head are always down. Oh, that makes me dizzy just doing it. Your head is always facing down. If it's not in a phone, bring it up here. How many times are you like this on your phone? Bring it up here and do it. Or when you're working looking down. And so that's where the problem is lying. It looks like it is the fact that you're uncomfortably holding your neck in the wrong position all day, and making sure that you give yourself a neck break. Not a literal one, but a break, so your neck is not stressed out. Yeah. I'd tell you I did not, but I have a huge plate of strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. I was working, and all of a sudden I went, It's 11:30. Oh, it's okay. I'll just keep working. Oh my God. It's 12:30. And then I realized I hadn't eaten lunch. Yeah, exactly, Lala. So it's fixable. It's absolutely fixable. Um, and looks like it's, that kind of thing. If especially I think when it comes to women too, I think it's worse. Um, and I don't know why, but if you now this is also very cool, Lala, and anyone else that is suffering from that constantly looking down or looking at your phone or a computer or something. If you're crackling in your ears, if you're getting like crackle, crackle, that's probably because the crystals are moving around and they're banging into one another. And that will also make you very dizzy. So realign those crystals. If you want to learn how to do that, it's super simple. I actually have a video on it. Um, it's not here. I don't even know where the video is. But basically, if you have dizziness, if you suffer from any just constant ringing in the ears, dizziness, crackling in the ears, if you get on all fours and you put your head down on the floor and then you lean forward. So it's the top of your head on the floor, but then you lean so it kind of pushes your chin. I can't even do that right now. Your chin to your chest. You're going to want to puke. You're going to want to throw up because you're going to get dizzy. That just made me so dizzy. The world is spinning right now. I have ear problems, but you find a place between this arm and this leg or this arm and this leg, and you turn your head to look. You keep it on the ground and you turn your head to look that direction. You wait until the world stops spinning. And then while your head is in that position like this, you lift it. So now your head is aligned flat with your back and it's looking sideways. And then when you're done, you tip your head this way. I can't even do it. And then do it again onto this side. It'll also help you figure out where the crystals are most screwed up because you will be dizzier on the side where they have to recirculate and replace through the cochlea. So that will help with any kind of dizziness though. Yeah, whoosh, whoosh. Exactly. Just try it. It's pretty awesome to do that. All right. Perfect. So Zachy just said this too. Yoga with Adrian has some nice YouTube videos to help with neck pain among other body parts. So anything that helps people, absolutely. YouTube is just a warehouse. It is a huge treasure trove of helpful videos. You can't go wrong. Okay, Alina, try that. That literally made me dizzy. That made me dizzy. Okay, Pat, that I got you with the left side bad knee. Let me just do this. I got you with the left side bad and right the sciatica. Okay, so I'm still trying to figure out who it was that I was first reading then. And going with the middle of the back from the whole rib cage area in the back with the tightness in the chest. And I'm seeing what looks like a long hauler COVID thing flipping around in their blood, almost like an immune deficiency. And I was focused on Dawn, I believe, in the beginning. Is that right? Yeah, Dawn. But Dawn says it's not her. Okay. Interesting. I thought of Pat before I read Dawn, but it's not Pat. Pat has the sciatica and the knee issues. All right. Interesting. Callie Rodrix. I'm sorry. Rodrix, probably, right? Okay. I apologize for mispronunciation. All right. Callie. Well, first off, literally the back of my jaw just started hurting. It's like from my molars back. So I'm also thinking not only is there some dental thing, but you have some mandibular musculature stuff happening here. I'm wondering if you grind your teeth at night or you clench your jaw. You might benefit from the little rubber doodads that you put in there. They keep you from grinding your teeth away unexpectedly while you're sleeping. But yeah, bite down on that instead, because all of a sudden it's just my back teeth they feel like I'm in pain, and then my jaw is hurting and tight. So with that, that means if you're sleeping that way, that means that while you are awake, there are a lot of things that are stressing you out. Usually it's people. Usually to do something like that, it is the relationships in our life. And so you want to make sure that you have the healthiest of those around you, and that you assertively and honestly figure them through, making sure that they are beneficial and positive and have that effect in your life, a positive, happy one. And that would be great. All right, let's see. Yes. Okay. You're welcome. Grinding and clenching your teeth. Yeah. Upper middle back pain. I'm treated. Okay. So Kelsey, you've been having upper middle back pain and you've been treated for long. Okay. With your liver. And Callie, you know what? Those little mouthpieces are so cheap. You go to Walmart and they're like $7. You just literally don't need to spend much money on these things. And I bet you can find one cheaper than that for free shipping on Amazon if you really wanted to. And so definitely do that for your jaw health, for your teeth health, and make sure that that's taken care of. It's hard to get rid of your teen who is the one causing me stress. You know, I understand that you can't get rid of your teens. I get it. And children are, yeah, they can be a full handful. You can't get rid of your teenager though. Let me go back and correct that. If it is the teenager, and we're having a joke here, which is hilarious because my kids, they're too young to kick out. They're only 9 and 11 and 12. But part of the stress that you are feeling that they're wanting me to answer for you is how you habitually deal with people. And so that is something that you need to figure out, why you deal with people the way you do, and do shadow work within yourself that asks, why do I allow this? Or why do I react this way? Or why do I allow this reaction to happen to me? And by going back, usually people can figure it out if they go back to the ages of 5, 7, 10, or 11. Usually people can go, oh, when I was 5, this was happening. When I was 7, this was happening. When I was 11, this was happening. And you'll be able to then ask yourself honestly, as a ball of light, say to you, as you see yourself sitting there, what happened to you when you were 5? How did that make you feel? So you're basically going to pull out your energy from your body. You're going to turn yourself around and look at the body, and you are now a ball of light. You are not you. And you're going to say, how did that make you feel? How did you feel when that happened? And then you're going to shut up and you're going to listen to you telling you what that feeling was. Because what you're allowing yourself to do is the removal of the truth, you're removing yourself from the story. So you're able to then listen to it, because in the brain, it's like, that wasn't me. That didn't happen to me. I can listen to this person talking, and your higher self will answer you in a very honest way. And it'll break down why we are the way we are in relationships now, in a very enlightening and honest and safe place, way to do that. The thing is are we intelligent enough to take the advice of ourselves, our higher selves? I don't know. That's not my answer to, I can't answer that. Okay. All right. So let us see here. Remember, hashtag manifest in the chat room, and you will go into the end drawing that I am going to do here, right here in front of y'all when I am done with this gallery. And you can win my book, Manifesting 411. I will get that in the mail to you today. All right. Okay. So this is part of it too, dealing with a kid who's difficult to get along with. Yes. And you know what? This is one thing. I'm going to move on, but I think there's more than just you, Callie, that need to hear this. I always tell people, if your kids are being jerks, if they're being jerks, stop and ask yourself, how do I feel today? What am I doing? Because your children will mirror your energy. They absolutely will mirror you. So if your kids are being assholes, maybe you're tired. Maybe you didn't want to get up that day. Maybe you're angry. Maybe you've got a problem that you're not talking about because it's your children and they don't need to know, but it's coming out another way. And it goes from babies all the way up. If your child is ranting and raving and having a problem and screaming and crying and blubbering and hard to deal with, look in the mirror and go, yeah, it's the absolute truth. Absolute truth. Sounds we all need the same doctor. We do. Absolutely, Heather. You know what? We need to plan a big old beach party, not a cruise, because I'll throw up. A beach party. That's right. Where I don't even have to work. I just get to go have fun. Yes, we all do need, and that doctor is pretty amazing because a lot of times it comes from within that healing. I love that. All right. Kelsey, you said you're having pain in your right side for over a year. Doctors have no idea. Holistic doc is the one who gave you some things to treat long COVID. Okay. So Kels, let's take a look. You've got pain in the right side for over a year. Doctors are unable to decide why. Now, they've obviously done every kind of enzyme test. They've probably done every blood test possible. And it does feel like you are dealing with higher liver enzymes. I'm looking at gallbladder. I'm looking, could be a little bit of pancreas too. If you know, okay, so if you look at the body, the liver is right up under your lungs and then it kind of goes down along your right flank. And then your pancreas is in there as well. It looks like that's where the problem is, right at that boop, liver pancreas. I want you to pay attention to what you're eating and how you feel afterwards. Because what it looks like is I would say go to your doctor and ask them to do a 5-hour blood glucose test on you, a blood fasting test. And so you don't eat, you go in, they test your blood. They make you drink some sugary crap. An hour later, they test your blood. They make you drink it. You do this for 5 hours. A fasting blood glucose level, I believe is what it's called. And I'm wondering if they will catch the fact that you have what looks like insulin resistance, for one, because your insulin is not reacting the way that it should, which then tends to help me explain that liver problem connection. Looks like a little bit of non-alcoholic fatty liver, and it's starting right down by where the pancreas is. If they do an ultrasound or something, they would probably be able to find this collaboration between these two. So insulin resistance, and you may have a leptin resistance as well, which is caused by the non-alcoholic fatty liver that you have that looks like it might be beginning, both of which are correctable and fixable. And that's why I'm doing what I do, because God gives information that helps people treat things before they become bad and dangerous. So my suggestion is look up a fat resistance diet. Okay. Look that up. And what it'll do is it'll put do a 2-week sugar detox. So what you do on a detox with sugar is you don't eat sugar. You don't eat fake sugar. You eat green bananas, green apples. You look up a 2-week sugar detox. Look that up. You only do it for 2 weeks because it resets your body and your insulin and how it levels off. But then also by treating that fatty liver, you will also go on a fat resistance diet. So look those two things up, do them at the same time. It will not hurt you. And you'll start to feel that. You might even get some dandelion, milk thistle dandelion tea, or maybe the capsules, a liver complex from wherever your pharmacy, right over the counter. And you do that for just 2 weeks, and then you go off. You start to feel it cleaning out your liver. And you'll also, after that 2 weeks, the first couple of days, your body's going to be going, oh my gosh, we need more sugar to feed the yeast in your stomach because we're craving it. So 2 to 3 days, the yeast in your stomach is going to be screaming for more sugar to feed it. And then after that, you just keep telling it to go to hell. starve you little shits. Okay, sorry I swore. For all the people out there who are like, Rebecca, don't swear. Okay. It's supposed to be funny because, well, if you watch Game of Thrones, it's like, wee shit. Okay, forget it. Anyway, yes, so do that. Absolutely do that. You know what? I'm just going to tell you what. When I was pregnant with my third child, I had this awesome doctor here in Iowa, Dr. Turek. He was phenomenal. Great guy. Excellent bedside manner. And we were talking one day when I went in for my pregnancy checkup. We were talking about how much we both loved South Park. And he goes, have you ever heard Kenny sing the beginning of the show? And I said, yeah, but I can't understand him. And he goes, you want to know what it says? I'm like, yeah. And he sang what Kenny sings to me. It's not clean. Look up the words. Google Kenny's opening song words. The doctor sang those to me. And I loved him for that because he showed me that he was human and he wasn't some hoity-toity guy with a degree and a medical license. He was pretty freaking amazing. And I've never forgotten that. And I thought, you know what? I do swear like a sailor when I'm off. And I try not to do it when I'm doing this stuff, but sometimes you just have to. There's no other way to explain something. All right. Okay, so Kelsey, you've had 3 ultrasounds and 7 CT scans. Okay. Try the things they just said. Do the sugar the sugar cleansing, so no sugar. Do a sugar fast for 2 weeks. You're still eating a lot, but you're eating green, like green things that have not sweetened yet. No yellow bananas, green bananas. And you get used to this. If you drink wine, choose a non-sweetened, so something very dry, a Chardonnay. You're better off not because you're doing a liver cleanse, but I don't want you going off like the wagon and completely like falling off and being left in the dirt while nobody's paying attention. You know what I mean? So sugar and then so you're treating fat resistance and it's like a leptin resistance and insulin resistance. And I bet it will help you to feel better. I bet it will help you to feel better. What just happened? What just happened? Okay, hold on, guys. I know you can still hear me. There we go. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what just happened here. Hold on. Oh, wait. Hold on. My camera took a poop. Hold on. Camera is on. Is it working? What just happened? Hold on. Hold all the horses. It's working. It says it's working. Let me do this. Okay. Whoa, you guys, sorry. No idea what's going on here. Completely lost everything. My whole screen everything just got screwed up. There's nobody even around me. Look at my hair. I'm fading into the background. Hold on. Boop, boop, be-doo, boop. All right, we're just going to leave it like that. Like it's snowing outside. I don't even care. I could just boop, 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 be-doo. There we go. We're just going to leave it. My camera says it's on. So you guys can still hear me. That's all that matters. I don't know. I may have to reset my computer. C'est la vie. Does this still crop up? Yes. Okay. Perfect. All right. Yes. Yeah, right. My camera doesn't like me ditching sugar. Seriously, I reached for my water and this is water, I swear. Okay. Yeah, you guys can see me now. Okay. Perfect. Can you please, let me see. Can you please see why I'm having issues with really bad tension in my neck and higher up? Is there a safe way to fix it with my weak muscles? Okay. Alina, it feels almost like it is actually a musculature issue. It almost looks as if, I don't know what the word is. I don't know how to diagnose it, but I don't know the word, but it feels almost like a tightening of the muscles, or I don't know how much vitamin C you take. Start taking vitamin C. Actually do ester C. And If you do, they're like horse pills. They really are. And they make chewables, but they're just not enough. You'd have to chew constantly to make the difference. But if you go out and get, it is water. It is. See, it says, I'm water. It is water. Ester C, vitamin C, oranges. Ester C is different. It's just completely different. And you want to take 1,000 to 2,000 micrograms a day. That will help with muscles. It's not a potassium issue. It doesn't look like potassium. It looks almost if it's a muscle problem, as if, excuse me, the muscles are just shortening. I would think that your doctor is probably, it's not moonshine either, but I do have some upstairs. Okay, so you have a form of muscular dystrophy. Okay, interesting, because it just feels like they're shortening, the muscles are. And it feels like that's what's happening up here. So I'm wondering if the ester C can help with the vitamin C's, oranges, everything that you can with vitamin C can help with that. You might, this is a far, I don't even know if this will work, but well, they're telling me to tell you it. So maybe go get some vitamin C lotion or creams and use that vitamin C cream on your neck where it's sore. Rub it into the top of your shoulders, and it feels like right down your traps here, up your neck. Get some good cream. Rub it on in there. It's not going to hurt you. It's vitamin C, and it's wonderful for you. Even do the front of your neck, your décolleté. Do this whole area that is being adversely affected. Get the cream, take the ester C, eat your oranges, and see if that will help. They're the ones telling you, and it's not a medication, so it can't hurt you. There are medications, let me correct. There are medications out there that you can't have grapefruit, that the grapefruit will not work. It's bad for certain medications for certain issues, but try it. Vitamin C, ester C, and you don't want to overdose on it, because the worst that'll happen is you won't leave a bathroom. Don't feel hopeless. There's always hope. And you showed up here, right? I expect a report back. We all want a report on everybody that is dealing with these things. And you know what? Just because y'all are saying it, maybe I will have moonshine in here next time. The problem is you'll see me drinking it, because if you watched the show the other night when we were live, we did a shot with George, the gentleman of the house, and it went down the wrong tube, and I almost choked. I looked really uncool, but you can absolutely see that I don't drink this stuff. It was really funny. Please do. Just Google it first and see if you can find one of the strongest kind of vitamin C creams that you can find. And you want it, I'm assuming the way they make it is it'll be gentle on the skin too, but it'll give you enough to do some good, or they wouldn't be selling it, right? And then I would treat it from the inside as well. Oranges and ester C, vitamin C. Look up the maximum that a person can take. I'm looking at anything else that you might want to add to it, but they're really pushing that right now for you. So look up the maximum that you can take that is not going to put you on the toilet all day, and then go just underneath that as well. You don't want to do too much and upside. I'd work my way up. I can't imagine that the way you are struggling with the muscular dystrophy, and then all of a sudden now you're also dealing with the neck pains too, where your muscles are just getting so tight. It's got to give you headaches all day long. Worse than a stress headache. All right. And one more, and then I'm going to do the drawing. Okay, Kathy, do I see any resolution to your eyesight? Cataract surgery 6 weeks ago. Okay, and a membrane has grown over the implant that they need to laser out. 2020, but mid-range is crap. Any ideas? Okay, so they're going to laser out a membrane that has grown over the implant. That's interesting, because I'm looking at this and I'm seeing it, and I'm asking them, Is this a rejection form from your body? That's what I'm asking them. Is your body rejected? Is that why it did that? And it almost, I wouldn't call it a membrane. It feels like a protein layer, which to me is some form of your body rejecting what they put in there. It's not so much a membrane. It's not like skin or scar tissue. It's a protein of some kind that has been placed on it. So it would be like a person putting contacts in and then not taking the contacts out for a couple of days. And you've got all of the different salts and proteins and stuff built up on it. And it can really feel like you've got dirt in your eye. That's what it looks like on your eye. It looks like a protein was just magnetized to it or absorbed to it. And that's what I would ask the doctor. Could it be a protein that is reacting in rejection to this whole laser surgery? And maybe they will look at that a different way, but I would find out. I would find out. All right. It is the time. Make sure everybody right now gets in and types hashtag manifest. I'm going to pull up the screen and do this drawing. Make sure everybody has done it. You're welcome, Kathy. All right. Can I blow it up a little bit? Nope. All right. So I guess I have to go here. Okay. Ready, everybody? We got 17 entries right now. If you guys can see that, let's draw. Boop, boop, boop. LJT711, Lori Trotman, you won, girl. Whoop, whoop. All right, Lori. Congratulations. You are the winner. And get a hold of me so I can get this book mailed out to you. I will do some more. So don't worry about that. I will do some more. And okay, recap. If you're in Indiana on Saturday, the 22nd, I will be in Crown Point at the old Sheriff's Jail, 3rd floor, doing a gallery. And tickets are still available for that. On Sunday, the 23rd of April, I will be in Allegan, Michigan at the Griswold Auditorium. It is a very small group of people. I've never done anything in Michigan before, so we are going to have a super blast because it is, again, it's a huge auditorium, small group of people, and that is going to be a lot of fun. It's a BOGO on those tickets because the auditorium is so huge. So you buy one, you get one free. And you buy 10, you get 10 free. It's like that. And then where are we at? That's April. And then that shuts down. So then May 12th and 13th, we will be in New Jersey filming. That will be subscriber only chat here on Twitch. You must pay the subscription to get in, and it's going to solve all of our problems in so many more ways than you understand. And then also on the 11th, is it? The 11th, Thursday, the 11th of May, I will be in New Jersey doing a gallery. So if you're near New Jersey and you want to be a part of that gallery, get some tickets for that. You can find those paranormalrealitytv.com. The ticket link is up for that. There's so many places. If you need more information about where I'm going to be, you can check godstool.com. The front page has all of those things. I have 3 rooms left in Iowa for an overnight on July 1st. If you want to do with me, it's $200 for 2 people. We start at 3. Galleries from 4 to 8. There's a maximum of 18 people allowed. So everyone gets read. We go to dinner and then we investigate from 8 all night long. We get up in the morning and the hosts make us breakfast so we can dish about all the scary, spooky things that we went through that night. So there are 3 rooms available. All 3 are in the house. They are on the 2nd floor. Okay, again, godstool.com for more of those information, more of those tickets. I'll be in Ohio and Dayton in July. That will be at a VFW hall, help fundraise for them. And you guys will get to meet Mike Feltner from, I can't even talk. He's a huge Bigfooter, the Night Stalkers. He's been on TV, so he's going to be there as well. Trying to think. All right, just go there. I will talk to you guys later. I'll be back on Tuesday. If not, I'll be dragged on here with JV and Britt, maybe talk about a few things from our last investigation. But thanks a lot for hanging out, guys. And I will talk to you later. Bye.